Hello and welcome back to Book Nerd TV. Today we're going to discuss the book Caste, The Origins of Our Discontent by Isabel Wilkerson. The book was published by Random House in August of 2020. Isabel Wilkerson is a Pulitzer Prize-winning author who wrote the amazing, the astounding book Warmth of Other Suns. That is one book that I recommend to almost everyone. If someone's looking for a really good nonfiction book to read, I recommend Warmth of Other Suns every time. Actually, if they're just looking for a book to read, I recommend Warmth of Other Suns every time without fail. I may also offer a fiction book as well, but I definitely recommend Warmth of Other Suns by Isabel Wilkerson because it was just such a fantastic, amazing work. Wilkerson manages to encapsulate in the story of three people so much of the history of this country. The negative history, of course, of this country, because of course we're dealing with Black people coming out of the South, migrating out of the South. But you also get this real world experience, the lived experience of the people who were a part of that migration. It was a wonderful book. I listened to that book. The amazing Robin Miles was a narrator for that book. The audio version of the book. And of course, Robin Miles returns for the new book, Caste, The Origins of Our Discontent. Again, Ms. Miles does a phenomenal, fantastic job in the narration of this book. But of course, the source material is amazing. And I it's a curious thing to say because it's a book about how the United States not only has a race problem, the United States has a caste problem. And the caste system that the United States or people in the United States would most likely be aware of and recognize is the one in India. Possibly also the one engendered by Nazi Germany, but definitely they are most familiar with the caste system in India. And I believe most people would not like to compare or even believe that the United States has a caste system, for one, or that the mirror, when held up to India, would reflect America back. Wilkerson goes into the origins of our discontent. She touches on Jim Crow and how it was a half step or so removed from slavery. And she then moves on to India. And knowing that India has or is dealing with a caste system of its own, she sees and experiences what it is like for the Dalits, who are at the lowest rung on this whole hierarchy. She gets to listen to stories of the lived experience of some of the people who are in the Dalit caste. And she is able to see just how closely their experience mirrors African Americans in this country. The two systems, the white supremacist system and the caste system, have so much in common. And speaking of which, Ms. Wilkerson also did some research and some study into Nazi Germany and their treatment of the Jewish members of their society. They sent people to the United States to research how the United States basically structured their racism, their caste system. And there were a lot of things that they took from the United States caste system, but there were, and I'm blanking on exactly what it was now that was like a bridge too far for them, but there were practices in the United States that were a bridge too far even for Nazis, if you can even just wrap your head around that. You might wonder who I would recommend this really wonderful, amazing book to, which I haven't even shown you yet. I'm surprised. I actually have a hard copy of Caste with me. And so you may wonder, who would you recommend this book to? I recommend everyone read this book because it is insightful and painful, but it is also a very real look at just why the United States can't get beyond the race problem in this country. To understand that it's more than just the color of skin. It's more than just we're raised as a construct, get over it. The construct is built upon a caste system in this country, and that caste system evolved from slavery in this country. And the book really focuses on the experience of African Americans in the United States. There is a vast middle, and people in the middle experience issues as well. But Ms. Wilkerson is a Black woman, and so she approaches the caste system from that perspective, from that lens. And I think the analysis, the perspective is much needed in the United States, especially at this time. I had to put the book down because my arms were getting tired, but Ms. Wilkerson absolutely achieves her goal in my estimation of providing us or giving us this insightful but painful but truthful look at the United States and its people right now, its power structures, its hierarchies. And it is clear that it will take more than lip service or hashtags or, hot takes. It will take more than words for this country to move beyond the crossroads that we're at now. It will take more honest conversations. There are a lot of issues facing this country, and we've got to start taking an honest look at those issues and resolving them. And that will take work and sacrifice. And if the people who've never had to do the work and the people who have all the things don't want to change, Caste, The Origins of Our Discontent, excellent book. I recommend that you pick it up. And if you are like me, you'll probably want the hard copy in addition to the audio that I listened to, narrated by Robin Miles, amazing Robin Miles. I think you will enjoy this book immensely, especially if you are in any way interested in the why of why we are where we are in the country right now. That's all I have for today, book nerds. Thank you so much for joining me. Remember, if you enjoyed the video, to leave me a like. If you enjoy more than this video on this channel, go ahead and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. For my veteran nerds, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for hanging out. And for the new viewers, hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today. Remember, be safe, be patient, and be kind. Be good, do good, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. All right, that's it.